you are consistent every single day. Really just can't be fucked going to the gym. I'm not gonna bail on one with myself. Well, you're only going to the gym one time this week. Can I help you? You look a bit lost. And my training just fits really nice and seamlessly into my week. If you want to be confident in the gym, if you want to be consistent in the gym, then I've got to give you a bit of tough love here. You have to be scheduling in your workouts every single week, especially when you are at the start of your journey of trying to be consistent in the gym. If you don't carve out that time in your week of when you're going to go to the gym, then how the hell are you going to make it there? What's going to make you wake up early? What's going to make you go after work? What's going to make you go on the weekend if that's when you have to fit it in, when you don't have that time scheduled out? So at the start of every week, on a Sunday night, Monday morning, whenever you do your planning, you need to make sure that you are scheduling in your workouts for the week and literally treat them like a work meeting. Like, if your boss puts a meeting in your calendar, you are 100% going to turn up to that meeting no matter what. And that is exactly the way that you should learn to treat scheduling in your workouts. Monday morning for me, let's plan out what I'm going to do my workouts this week. So for today on Monday, we're going to go to the gym probably about 11 a.m. Pop that in my schedule there. For Tuesday, I actually want to go and trial my new gym that I'm going to be PTing at in the morning to see how busy it is. So I'm probably going to try and get to the gym there around 7 a.m. I think on Tuesday. Wednesday, sometimes I take my rest days on Wednesdays, sometimes I take them on Thursdays. This week I've got a induction, like literally over the other side of the city. It's going to take like an hour to get there, so I think that I'm going to need to get to the gym. If I have to leave there at 7:30, maybe let's just put 7 a.m. to be safe. So I like to have the extra time, you know, I don't like to be rushed. Thursday I'm going to be taking a rest day because we have a photo shoot in our induction on Thursday, so I want to take the time to like get ready and like look pretty and things like that. So Thursday I'm going to take my rest day, and then Friday we will go to the gym again, maybe around like 9 a.m. We're gonna go to the gym because I just scheduled it in, and that is what we're gonna do because it's a meeting and it's an appointment, and I wouldn't bail on any other meeting or appointment, so I'm not gonna bail on one with myself. Oh my god, it's fucking freezing. I literally like turned the heating up into my car and it's probably like fucking 30 degrees in here and I really don't want to go outside. It really feels like it's hit winter now. But also, it's probably my fault for not wearing a jacket. I'm literally just wearing a thin jumper and only a sports bra underneath this. I don't know. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? It's like I don't know how to survive winter.
I was there when I needed someone who wasn't getting over you. When I moved to the side, when I moved, call you mine, and I know what you're feeling. I'ma take you for a ride, let me take it off your mind, cause you know it's a season. And I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move when I ride, and I move, and I move when I get so tired of making me take a night, but taking is all that I'll do.
That was such a good gym session. Literally fucking smashed it and got like 4 PBs on my training app. I'll pop it here. I love that the training app does this. It's like honestly the best thing ever when you finish your workout and you have all of the little PBs. Anyways, we just come to Chemist Warehouse because I still need concealer. I haven't been able to find the concealer I want. Please tell me they have it here. Why is it so hard to find? This is what we want. Oh my god, it's like literally fully stocked. Oh, why? Do you think I can get away with medium? I don't know, that looks pretty dark. Okay, we're at option number 2. We've come to the shopping centre because I'm determined to get these bloody concealers. I can't believe how hard they are to find. And those colours were definitely just way too off for me, so fingers crossed. Yes! So I started reading this book on the weekend. It's called Setting Boundaries by Dr. Rebecca Ray. And it really just brought up something for me that I feel like is so relevant in this video and something that I do talk about a lot. And it's basically not overcommitting. The question in the book was like, basically, you know, I say I always want to improve my health, I want to eat better, I want to work out and all of that, but why do I say that and then I don't take the actions towards that? And the advice that she gave, which I totally agree with, is you need to start small. And especially here when we're talking about gym consistency, if you haven't been going to the gym for the past few weeks, past few months, past years, ever maybe, and you're all of a sudden going, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week, I'm gonna do it every single day, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna do it. And then you keep it up for maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then you get to the end of that and you've fallen off and you don't even go to the gym once for the next like 6 weeks after that. And you end up in this constant cycle, right? It's because you're committing to too much and you're not gonna be able to get it done. It is not realistic, and all you're doing is literally setting yourself up for failure. So what we want to do is actually set ourselves up for success and don't overcommit. So literally, if you truly are struggling with gym consistency and you've been in that cycle for a really long time, I want you to get absolutely real with yourself, and if it is really bad with that constant cycle, only go to the gym once. I only want you to go to the gym once for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and keep that one time consistent every single week and do it and commit to it until it feels super easy. And once that one time a week feels super easy, you can increase it to 2 and you can keep going from there. But if you all of a sudden say, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 times per week, and you weren't going to the gym consistently before that, it is going to be so hard to stick with that, and you are literally going to like give up on your own boundaries, and it's just going to be literally so difficult for you. But once you start small, you realize you build this self-trust and you're like, okay, I said I was going to go to the gym once, I can go, I can hit my goals, I can do what I say I'm going to do. You keep on building on those levels of integrity, those levels of self-trust, and it becomes so much easier. I think you're not really gonna make much progress because you're only gonna go to the gym 1 time per week, but I promise you, if you started off that way, you're going to make so much more progress in the long term than if you start going 5 times a week and you keep on dropping off and you pick it up again and you drop it off. So if you are really struggling with it, like really struggling, girl, you're only going to the gym 1 time this week. So we're all showered and ready to get into bed so that I can watch some Love Island. I'm literally loving Love Island at the moment. But one thing I have to say is you have to make sure that you prepare to go to the gym and set yourself up in a way that's going to be really easy to get to the gym. So every single night, because I like to go to the gym in the morning, I set out my clothes for the gym so that when I wake up in the morning, I don't have to think about it. I have to think about what I'm going to wear. The clothes are just literally there and it's just so easy to get dressed. And like the same thing applies if you're like going to go to the gym after work. Actually bring your clothes to work. Get them there, get them prepared so that you have like nothing in your way to actually get you to the gym. So let me decide what I'm going to wear tomorrow. What should I wear tomorrow, Connor?
Clothes.
That's not very helpful.
Shorts.
I can't wear shorts, it's freezing.
You can.
I'm going to wear my pink leggings.
Yeah, very on brand.
You know what's annoying? I don't have a pink top that matches it.
Well, you get one with Right Lane Fitness printed on it.
The colours are a bit off. Maybe I should go pink and red. That would be cute, won't it? Jumper. And there we go. Clothes all ready for tomorrow. Good morning. It's time to go to the gym. And thank God I set out my clothes last night because I don't even have to think about it. Okay. Can't reach my pre-workout.
Take it off your mind, cause you know it's a season. And I move, and I move, and I move, and I ride, and I move, and I move, and I move.
So the funniest thing happened in the gym. This more has to do with last week's video when I was talking about building gym confidence and being more confident in the gym, but I'm just going to share this because I feel like people will benefit from it. but I trained at the new gym, Good Life, where I'm going to be PTing at, and I start next week. So that was the second time I've actually done a training session there, and I was looking for a seated row machine, and I was like walking around in circles, like kind of just observing all the machines, like, you know, seeing what's where, and like obviously looking for a seated row. And I think I walked around about like twice, and a guy actually stopped me and he goes, "Oh, like, can I help you? You look a bit lost." And I was like, "Oh, well, I just started chatting to him and I explained and blah, blah, and I said what I was looking for." And he literally helped me. He was like, "Oh, you could probably use this one," because it wasn't the exact machine I wanted. I used like a little bit of a different variation. But I'm just sharing this to show you that even, again, I am super experienced. I'm a personal trainer, but I still walk around the gym looking lost, because if it's a new gym and I don't know where all of the equipment is, I have to look around searching for it. So if you're walking around because you're lost and can't find something in the gym, that is so normal. It literally happens to everyone, even very experienced people. And anyways, I started chatting to the guy who was so lovely and like caught his name, and yeah, it was so nice. Now obviously every single time I see him, I'm going to say hello. So you kind of almost like made a connection out of that as well. So definitely don't be afraid if that happens to you, or if you need to ask someone. People are actually so nice in the gym. And I think sometimes we think that they're like going to be really rude or mean, and often, like, I don't know, I have a bit of a theory where it's like I probably look really kind of, I don't know what the word is, like rude or like mean in the gym, because I train very hard. I train to failure. I have a very like strong like facial expressions because I'm training so hard, and you know, when I finish the exercise I'm like, oh, and I'm just like, you know, because it hurts. But that really doesn't, like, that's not me as a person, right? I'm actually such a nice, bubbly, friendly, lovely person, and if anyone came up to me in gym and asked a question, I would help them to like my highest capabilities and make them feel so comfortable. So just think about that if you do need to ask for something in the gym. Like, it's totally fine. People are actually really fucking nice, and also people look very lost in the gym even when they're extremely experienced. Anyways, your gal needs to get home because she's hungry as always. Picked a little coffee up, and yeah, let's go home. So we're at another lower body session, or what the hell is new, but I thought to make this a little bit more interesting, I'm going to take you through how to do an RDL, because this is the most asked question I ever get on an exercise. By the way, I broke my nail on these plates and honestly it hurts so much. Step number one, definitely get yourself some lifting straps, because I can guarantee you your fingers are going to give out before your glutes do. But with the RDL, we want to be making sure that the butt is going back. Now what you can see me doing here when I'm doing an RDL is where my butt starts and where it ends is completely different spot on the frame. So you need to make sure that you're pushing your butt all the way back, right? That is really important. And the second thing that is really important is making sure that the bar stays in a nice straight line right above your midfoot. So it should be just going up and down, up and down. It shouldn't move, and it should be staying really, really close to your body. And the last question is always, why does my back hurt? And what I have to say to this is, during this exercise, your back is working isometrically, meaning it is contracting the whole entire time to keep your body nice and stable. So it is going to be working to a degree. If you're in actual pain, that is completely different, and that is something you need to address. Those are the little tips I'm going to give you for the RDL right now. If you do need further help in learning form and correcting your technique, then please go and check out my Form Queen, which is 10 different form exercise videos where we go in depth so that you can lift really confidently in those lifts and learn to get super good technique so you can really accelerate those muscle building results and build a big ass booty. Just back from the gym now, and I'm about to have a shower because I actually have my Good Life induction today. So I need to drive like literally over to the other side of the city. It's like over an hour away. I had such a good session at Derrimut today, and it kind of just really emphasized to me the point of like making sure if you want to be consistent at the gym, you need to be going to a gym you love. Like, I love Derrimut to death. I love the energy, I love the vibe, I love how big it is, and I know it's not for everyone because it is filled with a lot of men. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of men there. A lot of them are very serious about the gym, and that's the vibe that I love. I love that people are like they're there to train heavy, like they are trying hard, like you're hearing like grunts like left, right and center because people are training so hard, and like that type of energy like gets me going. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure that I will appreciate Good Life further down the track when I have worked there and trained there for a little bit longer, but I just do feel very comfortable at Derrimut. So yeah, make sure that you're in a gym environment that you love. Like, personally, Derrimut's what works for me, but you know, if you are quite intimidated by the men and you feel like you want to go to a female-only gym, go to a female-only gym, or, you know, try a few different locations. I mean, depending on where you are, like here, especially where I live in Melbourne, there's gyms everywhere. Like, this is just like dotted within like multiple I could walk to, but then I like obviously go out of my way to choose to drive to Derrimut. It's probably like a 15-minute drive away, because I love it so much and it's like the vibe I want to be in. So just have to think about that, because you're not going to be consistent if you're going to a place that you absolutely hate and you dread, and it just like doesn't give you that energy that you want. Anyways, we're gonna go shower and we're gonna get ready. No lie, it's Friday and I really just can't be fucked going to the gym. I don't know why, every time Friday comes around, I'm just like, I just can't be bothered, okay? So many freaking light switches. I'm like, I just can't be bothered. I don't want to. I just want to have a lazy Friday, but I'm not that type of person. I'm not the person who says I'm going to go to the gym 4 times a week and then bail at the end of the week because I can't be bothered. So instead, we're just going to do things to make it fun. Like make my favorite pre-workout because it tastes so good, gives me a little bit of energy. I do normally have the Naked Harvest stim-free protein. No, not protein. Pre-workout, fuck, I swear my brain isn't working. Pre-workout, I love this because it's super natural. It only has natural sweeteners in it and things like that. And it tastes pretty good too. Basically, I like to limit my caffeine intake because I definitely notice crashes from it when I drink too much. Connor has this C4 one, which I don't love because it's just got a lot of artificial ingredients in it. But right now, you're gonna win some and you lose some, and this is gonna give me the energy to go to the gym. So I'm gonna do like maybe 1/3 of a scoop of this, just to have like that little bit of boost of caffeine, and then about two teaspoons of this. And honestly, sometimes there is just no secret to this. You just have to basically accept to yourself that you're not always going to feel like going to the gym. But I really highly value my health, which means I value going to the gym. I value being a healthy person, and I know how good the gym makes me feel. And I know all the follow-on effects, how much energy it gives me, how strong I feel, how amazing I feel on the inside and the outside. So it's like, why would I not go to the gym? Just because in this one singular moment, I can't be bothered. There are so many other reasons to why I should go to the gym, and I'm going to listen to those reasons rather than this one physical thing in this moment. And honestly, by the time I get to the gym and do my workout, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like, I'm ready for it, especially if the pre-workout is kicked in. Imagine I listen to myself in this one moment where I'm like, I just really can't be bothered. Imagine the flow-on effect that that's going to give me for the rest of the day, even the rest of the week, knowing that I'm probably going to go into a bit of a shame and like guilt spiral, being like, oh, I just can't stick to anything. I just can't do it. I'm going to feel shit for the rest of the day. It's probably going to follow on to the weekend because then I'm not going to want to go to the gym on the weekend because I really don't like doing that. And it's like, why would I choose that? Why would I choose to feel all of those things instead of just pushing through this one tiny moment of I can't be fucked for all of the amazing, magical things that are going to come from it? Like, that's literally it. And I know it sounds so simple and you're probably going to like roll your eyes and you're like, really? Like, that's not what I wanted to hear. I wanted to have this magical thing that's just gonna like change in my life, and I'm just gonna be able to consistently go to the gym. And like, realistically, that's just not a thing. It's just not gonna happen. There's gonna be days when you can't be fucked, and all you've got to do is just push through it and be like, no, there's so many more other reasons why I should make it to the gym, so let's fucking go. And always listen to good music on the way to the gym. I swear to God, that completely changes my mood. I'm not gonna put it in this video because last week when I did that, I got copyrighted. So just imagine me listen to really good, like fucking heavy music that's just gonna get me in the mood. That's what I'm gonna do on the way to the gym, and we're gonna fucking smash today's session at the gym, and I'm already fucking ready to go. So imagine if I had have listened to what my feelings were this morning. Or not even this morning, literally about 15 minutes ago, because it's a 15-minute drive to the gym. Like, I'm fucking ready. I'm so excited, and we're gonna lift some heavy weights, and it's just gonna be the best ever.
I know you like that, I know you need that. The way you're moving your body, don't need your feedback. I know it makes sense, don't know I play pretend. I guess I see it.
Hello. We're just testing if my new microphone works because your girl's going to be doing a mic'd up sesh. Honestly, I've been watching other people's vlogs. I was actually so against the mic'd up sesh it. I was actually so against the mic'd up gym sessions because I was like, nah, I'm there, I'm ready to work out, I don't need to chat. But as soon as I've been watching a lot of them on YouTube, I was like, nah, we need to do them. They're so fucking entertaining and it's so funny to hear what goes through people's minds. So coming up soon is a mic'd up
gym session.
Okay, so now that we've hit the end of our training week, what I want you to do is actually get curious about how the week has went. Whenever you know, if you want to do this on a Friday, if that's the end of your training week, if you want to do it on a Sunday because you do a weekly review, Monday, whatever you want. What I want you to do is look back on your past week and get curious as to how it went. Why couldn't you hit all of your gym sessions if you couldn't, right? And this is like one of the biggest things I preach, and it applies to being consistent in the gym and so many other areas of your health and fitness and your life as well. But you need to stop shaming and guilting yourself for not doing things and instead flip that frequency and get curious about things. Why didn't it work for you? What didn't you put in place? What happened? You know, there's so many different reasons as to why you may not have been consistent at the gym this week, and get curious as to why that is. Did you not schedule out your workouts? Did you overcommit? Did something else come up in life and maybe you need to figure out a new way to kind of combat that and make sure you can get all of your gym sessions in? Like, whatever it is. I could list off a million different reasons, but get curious as to why it didn't work out. And then the next time, we're gonna alter, we're gonna adjust, and we're gonna change things the way that we did things so that we can be more consistent. And then again, it's just a constant cycle. This isn't going to work the first time. It's probably not going to work like the first 20 times. You're going to have to consistently try and get better and get curious each and every time it doesn't work. And eventually you will come to a place that just works so seamlessly for you. Like for me, I'm in a position, I've trained for many years now, that I just feel so comfortable and so easy in doing all, like being in the gym consistently every single week. Even though you saw like today, I really didn't want to make it to the gym. I gave you my reasons as to why I went, and I'm just in this really easy, effortless sort of cycle where my training just fits really nice and seamlessly into my week. And then just the one last thing I want to finish this video on is talking about like self-trust. Did I talk about this already in this video? I don't know. I want to talk about building self-trust and building evidence that you actually can go to the gym and you can be consistent. The first thing is, if you are looking for evidence that you can be consistent, you are consistent every single day. Do you get up out of bed every single day? Do you drink some water every single day? Do you eat some sort of food every day? Do you sit there scrolling on your phone on Instagram, TikTok every single day? All of those, that you brush your teeth every single day. Those, you are consistently consistent with all of those things. So if you need evidence, if you need to show your brain that you actually can be consistent, I've just given you a whole bunch of ways you actually are consistent in your life every single day. So use that as evidence and show your brain that you actually can be consistent with the gym. And then the second point to that is you need to be building self-trust. Self-trust is this big cycle, right? When you do what you say you're going to do, you show yourself that you actually can trust your word and you're actually going to follow through. And each time you keep doing that, even if it's with the gym, if it's with whatever you're doing in your life, you're building deeper and deeper levels of self-trust. And then in the end, it ends up just being this really easy thing where it's like, if you say you're going to do something, you actually follow through and you know that you have enough self-trust to build that. But it can go the other way. If you say you're going to do something and then you don't, you're like literally giving your brain evidence that you don't follow through on what you say you're going to do. And then when the next thing comes up, your brain's like, well, you don't follow through with what you're going to do anyway, so don't worry about this. And do you see where I'm like going in this cycle? So to start building those levels of self-trust, you need to just pull yourself up in that moment, in that point in time when you're about to not go to the gym and say, no, fuck this, I'm not listening to you. I have bigger reasons as to why I'm going to get to the gym, so I'm going to go. And then you'll end up just building that self-trust, and it's all going to happen so easily and seamless for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and like this video if you enjoyed it, and we will catch up next week.